We've got fun and games, we've got everything you want, just call out our names. Whatever you may need will make your dreams come true. In the Fan Zone, the adventure awaits for you. Step into the magic, feel the energy. Open up your mind, set your spirit free. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone, where dreams are shown. Welcome to the Fan Zone, where the music plays, dancing in the moonlight, enjoying sunny days. In this world of wonder, anything is possible. Come along and join us, let's make it unforgettable. All your hopes and fears, they will disappear. Feel the love and joy, let it all be clear. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone, where dreams are shown. Where dreams are shown. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome to the Fan Zone. Take a step and go. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone. You'll never be alone. Welcome to the Fan Zone, where dreams are shown. Oh, yeah, yeah. Where dreams are shown.
Alright, welcome everybody. Doing some Starfinder prep. Let me switch the camera to the right view. There we go. Alrighty, so today we're building some characters for a one-shot. And let me turn off my. There we go. Now I know the sound is working. It's not an echo anymore. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 characters so far. A biohacker, an envoy, a mystic, a mechanic, an operative, a precog, Solarian, and a soldier. And with the mechanic, also built his drone. Messed up on the name here. Just gonna fix this. And what'll happen is, as my players come in, I should have 4, maybe 5. They will pick which one I like and go from there. So that everything's already done. They're ready to go. So what we're doing, so you go here to on the side where it says player, go to character, hit plus, add item, boom, here's your new person. And what I'm doing is I'm using the Starfinder Society pre-made characters and just rebuilding them, because they probably exist in Fantasy Grounds. I don't know where it is. I don't know where the. I just gotta find my file because I had it open and it looks like I closed it. Is this it? Nope. All right, it looks like I closed it. So I gotta find the file. These are all PDFs. Looking to see this it. No, that's the here it is. Okay. So I've got all the PDFs for the Starfinder Society and the Starfinder icons. They're free and available on their website. So what I'm going to do is I've now on to the. I just finished the characters. What was the last one I just did? Soldier. So after Soldier is Technomancer. So we're not using the enhanced versions. We're just using the basic ones right now. Like I said, this is just for a one shot, so I'm not really worried about it. All right, so here's the Technomancer. She's a La Junta. La Junta. So you don't have to, but I'm going to go ahead and drop in the portrait. I normally do this later, but because I'm going to be streaming, I'd rather have the picture up here the whole time so there's this blackness. So I go into my assets and look for, she is a Technomancer. And there she is. All right, so we're going to throw, gotta make room. Portrait, boom. So what I did was I have selected all under my assets, just typed in the beginning of Technomancer, boom, and then I'm going to use this one, which is her picture. Drop that in for her token. So they use the 2.5 2D version. Boom. All right, so that part is done. There she is up here. And to open that window, if you didn't see it, you just click right up here where the portrait is, and it opens up the picture. And you can change the portrait, the token, or what it looks like for the camera. All right, and then we're going to put the name in. Raya, so she is a Technomancer. Raya. All right, and so I built a cheat sheet for creating characters. First thing you do is have a character concept. This is a fast character. I also made a note with all of the specifics on exactly what to do and how to do it. This is for the Starfinder Society play. For those of you who aren't aware, Pathfinder, Starfinder, I presume the second editions on both Dungeons and Dragons, they all have society play. And basically, what that means is if you go to a convention, if you go into a store, a gaming store, you walk in, and you can have a character that everybody knows is legal, is balanced and fair. You just sit down and you can jump into any game, and you with Starfinder specifically, you can earn boons, BOON, uh, for you doing different things and being fulfilling different quests and being part of certain societies and different things. Factions will give you different boons, uh, and so that's Starfinder Society. There are very specific rules. I know, for example, D&D. Uh, there's very specific rules for the dungeon master as well, the person storyteller. Basically, you just don't have as much freedom as you do in a homebrew campaign or a campaign that's running off of a printed module, simply because you don't have you have very specific things that you're supposed to do during each mini adventure that they give you, and so you have to uh, stick to the story that's given. You can't really vary that much. Even if you're a really good game master who knows what they're doing, you still need to keep it within the confines of the adventure. Having said that, it's a lot of fun. Meet a lot of new people, and it makes it fair. Like I said, no matter where you go, you can jump in. So if this is all the specifics, like there are only certain races, species you can use, um, and specific things you do for equipment, and certain languages you can use. You can also have disabilities for your characters, things like that. So, putting all that aside, my point is I have a cheat sheet here. So, when me or my players need to make a new character, this is the order you do it. This is the makes it simpler. Um, so Dungeons and Dragons has a very similar thing. So, character concept is already taken care of. So we're doing a species first. So she's a Lashunta. You come here under character. You go to races. She is Lashunta. Very similar to the Guardians of the Galaxy lady. She's a Damaya Lashunta. There are two different types of Lashunta. One's more athletic. The other one is more intellectual. All right. They also have, depending on the books you have, different flavors of pretty much all the races now. So if you are a Lashunta who grew up on the home world, Casterville, like everybody else, you would use the base. If you say we're in a starship, lived your whole life in anti-gravity, maybe you're not as maybe you've built up, and so your constitution doesn't have a negative, but your strength is at a negative. So they have these different things from different books that you can pick from. I'm just going with the base. Boom, it adds it. You can also see that it adds a bunch of stuff down over here. Keep in mind, if you're helping a player build their character, you want to let them drag everything over. I know it would be easier and faster for you as the game master, who knows what he's doing, to do it all for them. But one, they learn, and two, they do not see everything that shows up here. Even you won't be able to see as a game master when they drop something onto their character sheet. You won't be able to see what was added to it. All right. So next species, choose a theme. Come down here to theme. She is a Xenoseeker. seeking them Xenos. And then, so you see already her stats have been adjusted for both of those things. They adjust your stats. Then you choose a class. She is Technomancer. So we go to class over here. And Technomancer, we're not doing the enhanced version. The enhanced version is really good. If you have Starfinder Enhanced, I would suggest you use it over the Envoy, the Technomancer, and there's two other ones that are enhanced. And I know the both the Solarian, another one. The enhanced versions are really good. All right. So now we have all those three things in there. All of our top is filled out. So now we finalize the ability scores. So at this point, the player has 10 points just to add anywhere they want in any combination. It's not point buy like D&D, where the higher you go, the more expensive it is. It's just a flat 10 points anyway. So what they did is 10, Dex 14, Con is 10, Intelligence is 16, because that's what a Technomancer needs. Wisdom is 10, Charisma is 13, is what I started with. All right, so they put their points in Intelligence, Con, and Dex. Wise life choices all the way around. Okay, and then after you do your ability scores, you apply your class. Okay, so here's where it gets interesting. So what I do is I go to the abilities page and I look at this stuff here. Theme knowledge has already been applied, so I don't have to worry about the bonus it gives you. I open up all three of these to see what they do. They get a +2 bonus to any of their skills of their choice because they're students. All right, so that'll be included in the PDF over here, so I'm not going to worry about that. Dimorphic. All Lashuntas get +2 charisma. Karosha are muscular. Damaya are clever. Okay, so these are already done. The dimorphics, like I said, there are two types of Lashunta, and we've already determined which one they are. Don't have to worry about that. Lashuntas gain the following spell-like abilities. So they get 3 things under Lashunta magic. So come over here to spells. Right now it's Technomancer. So what we do is you go down here to where it says add spell class. Click it. And it is Lashunta magic. And it says caster level for these effects is equal to the Lashunta's level. So we'll open this up. This is spell-like abilities, perfect. This is actually going to be a spontaneous caster. All right, so class CL caster level is going to be 1. Her ability score for this, I'm going to just put as intelligence. Her psychonetic hand is once a day. Detect thoughts, no, at will is psychonetic hand. So once a day, detect thoughts. So spells per day, level 1 is 1. Okay, and then we can close this. We find, go to spells right here under character. And we want days. You drop it over here to Lashunta Magic. It goes under level 0. Psychokinetic hand. I'm just typing in the word hand. There it is. Psychokinetic hand. Boom. So those are her 2 spells. And then she gets detect thoughts. Put thoughts in the search bar and drop it under level 1. Okay, now if I switch to combat, you'll see that she now has 1 use of it. 0 of 1 has already been cast, and Daze and Psychokinetic doesn't have a use counter because it's at will. So that's it for them. You can click on this bar here if you want to minimize it for some reason. Be sure to tell your players that, because I have had more than one say, crap, I deleted everything. How do I get it back? I can't add it. And no matter what they do, if they try to add things to it and drop it in here, it won't show up because all they did is click this bar and got rid of it. So Lashunta magic is done. Back to abilities page. She has a spell cache and spells. So that makes it easy. As far as adding things and subtracting things from her skills page and for her class and stuff. So now we want to do assign skill ranks and choose feats. So I do it the feat first, like you jumping in water, feet first. She got weapon, focus, small arms. So go under close the spells, go to feats. Type focus, weapon focus, drop it here. We put small arms or small arm. And weapon focus allows you to choose a weapon type, which is small arm, +1 to attack rolls. So we'll incorporate that once we add her gear on. So now we're going to assign skill ranks. Let's go to skills. Computers is 1 rank. Diplomacy. Engineering, she has 7 ranks to spend because of her intelligence and her class. Engineering and life science. Mysticism, physical science. Piloting. I don't know where she's getting the bonus to her computers yet. Oh, that's under skills. I forgot. So under the abilities, I forgot to check theme knowledge. This is where it is. So as a Xenoseeker, life science is a skill for you. Instead, you get a +1 if it is already a class skill. So let's go to life science. It is a class skill, so she gets a +1 to that. So it's all right. So it gives her life science, physical science. Okay. Yeah. So she still has a bonus in computers and life science that I don't know where that's coming from yet. but we'll double check it when we'll keep going and see. Maybe I can find what it is that I'm missing. All right. We've spent all 7 of her ranks, so there we go. So we've done skill ranks and feats, and now we do equipment. So we go here to gear. I have a bunch of gear up here because I've been adding characters and stuff, and they all have similar equipment at level 1. So Mark 1 here, healing serum. Drag it into there, boom, and that's all you need to do. Click the minimize to drop it, put it back where it was. You can also go here under campaign, open up the items, because we need a sticky bomb grenade. Level 1, boom. Second skin armor. Second skin. One of the best armors in the game because it's very inexpensive, and for level 1, it gives a big bonus. An azimuth laser pistol. Okay, so we will do azimuth laser pistol. You'll see here I have 2 different books that have the same item. So Starfinder Society Quests into the Unknown and core rulebook. So I'm just going to pull it from my core rulebook, because the players are more likely to have that open than the other one. With 1 battery. Tactical baton. A baton. And it's tactical. I don't know why I opened it. That was a mistake. Boom. Engineering toolkit. Toolkit engineering specialty. Everyday clothing. Something they recently added are these. This is something that they've had forever that I just didn't realize existed. This everyday clothing, travel clothing, party clothing, professional clothing. So some really cool stuff here. Uniform, athletic clothing. So they're all pretty inexpensive, but it doesn't really. They don't do anything. It's just flavor. So you could have your second skin armor on, because that's the whole point. It's skin tight, and then you can have your party clothing on top of it, or your professional clothes if you want to wear your jumpsuit. Your pantsuit. Hygiene kit. It's only 3 credit, and I give all of my players hygiene kits for free. Just one of the things I do as a GM. Everybody starts with a hygiene kit. Personal comm unit. It's also something that a lot of GMs will give for free. It's 7 credits. And that leaves her with a total of 1 credit on her credit stick. Alright, so now we go to her gear under actions. I'm sorry, don't go to her gear, we go to her actions. And go to her laser pistol, because she has a +1 to attack. So right here you open up the cog, and she has a bonus to the attack of 1. So you'll see her laser pistol is a +3, and if she's throwing her tactical baton, it's a +2. And the range on that, if you open up on the piezo symbol here, the blue ribbon, the range is 20 feet. All right, so that is her equipment. Now finish filling the details. So we go to her notes and we go female. She is lawful good. Humanoid La Junta. Homeworld is probably Castrovel, but we don't know that for sure. We do know her languages. So she has. So in Starfinder, you start with your race, homeworld, languages, and then you get one for every bonus intelligence stat. So she has 5 so far, 3 with her intelligence plus the 2 we started with. And then under skills, for everyone you have in culture rank, you get another language. In this case, she has 5. So they gave her Castrovelian, Celestial, Elven, and it helps if you spell it right. Triaxian, and then they also listed common and limited telepathy. I never put common on there just because it's common. Everybody has it. And so you can go here on the word above the word chat, and you can click on the down arrow, and it'll show as a player. It'll only show, like for her, she'll see these 4 here, and so she can go, for example, to Triaxian, click it, and then she can say, "I am speaking Triaxian," and it shows up in different fonts depending on, and only she or people who speak Triaxian can do it. And as a GM, I use this all the time. So if they run across an elf, I go here to Elven, and she might be listening to a guard or listening to somebody, a merchant talking, and she can understand what they say. It sure is hot today. And everybody else just sees this fancy things. She sees the fancy things and the translation. It sure is hot today. So that's how the languages work. It's really cool. Most of my players will try to share language with each other. Like I have an uplifted bear who speaks bear, and so several other members of the party also speak bear. And so when they come upon an elf, just continuing the example I just said, they could speak bear to each other, and the elf would not understand it. And so it's cool. You can end up with lots and lots of languages. In Starfinder, like I said, you get 1 for every bonus you have in intelligence, plus 1 for every rank in culture. There are some backgrounds that give you more than that. So one theme, one race gives you double your intelligence bonus in languages, and one theme gives you 2 languages for every rank and culture you have. So you can end up, even now at characters who are level 12 and 13, they'll have 19 languages. So it's nice. It's very cool. All right, filling in the rest of the details. So that's it for that. So now we need spells. That was actually part of her applied class. So I did the Lashunta magic. I did not do her Technomancer magic. So she has, you go here to character under spells, and you can, for her, since I've already picked everything, I don't need to worry about it. But you just here click under class, go to Technomancer, level, 0 level spells or first level spells, and then pick from the list. So it's really simple. It'll pull from all the books that you own. Makes life really simple. So she has spells here. Technomancer spells known. Grease Magic Missile for first level. Grease. You have to drop it under on the level where it goes. Otherwise, it just usually won't do anything, or it'll be put in the wrong place. Magic Mists. There we go. Number 1. So by putting it as a spontaneous spellcaster, I'm going to make sure that's clicked right. It shows you how many spell slots she has, and as she casts Grease, it will use up both. She casts Magic Missile. Now you can see she only has 1 more spell she can cast. So it's great how Starfinder does it. It makes it much simpler than D&D, for example. All right, level 0, she has Dancing Lights, Detect Magic, Energy Ray, and Mending. So let's start. It doesn't matter where you go. We're going to do Mending. Level 0 up here. Boof. Good old Detect Magic. Tried and true. Dancing for Dancing Lights. And Energy Ray. Now I can close my spells. So she's got all of her level 0 spells, all of her level 1 spells. Again, you can close this if you want to, just to save some room. But now she has all of these and she's ready to go. Let's make sure this is correct. We're going to open up the cog. Ability is intelligence, which is correct. 4 and 2 spells known. Spells per day is 3 first level. All right, so I think we are done. I don't know. Again, I want to check real quick and see what I'm missing as far as her. Let me make sure her stuff here is right. 10, 14, 10, 6, 10, 13. 10, 14, 10, 16, 10, 13. Yep, that's correct. All right, so where is she getting the bone? Oh, that's what. So remember, that's what it was. So remember, as a Lashunta, she gets, as a student, that's what it is. She gets +2 bonus to any 2 skills of your choice. As a race, and that's what it is. So she gets it for computers. If you click here under Edit List, that's race. This is Insight. This is modification. I don't know what the DI, LU, and MO is for, or EN. I don't know what those are for, but this is racial ability, so +2 because of her race. There you go. So now her computers is 9, and piloting is the other one to put it in. Nope, it's not. It is engineering. Nope. Okay, so diplomacy, life science. There it is, life science. What's the other one she put it in? 2. It gives her a 10. So at level 1, she gets a plus 10 when she rolls her life science check. 28 on a life science check. Pretty snazzy. Cool. Yeah, I knew there was a reason. I just didn't remember. I talked about it, saying, "Hey, they probably added this in later." So good. So she's done. So there you go, folks. That is how you do make a new character in Starfinder. Um, so we'll go ahead and do the next one, and this time I'll talk it through, but I'm not going to do as much of the explanation and such. So let's. Did I close them again? Silly me. What did I do with those? All right, so this is the Technomancer. So we have the Vanguard and the Witch Warper left. I've got to stop for D&D here in about half an hour, so maybe 45 minutes. I might be able to eke them out. All right, so here is our Vanguard. Doink, 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 doink. He is a La Junta again. Probably he is the Korasha La Junta. We just saw Damaya. I know it sounds like I'm making up these words, but so you go to player, characters. You can also, instead of clicking the plus button, you can right click and say, oops, I clicked on the person. Right click. Here within the window. Okay. Well, I can't get it to it when you have an odd number of players, you will have space. Here, there we go. I'll make it bigger. There we go. Now down here. Oh, I guess you can't. Wow, they changed it. Never mind. So I guess the only way to do it now is to click add item. Cool. Anyway, add item. Boom. Let's go ahead and find his art. Go to my assets under library. It helps if you spell what the class correctly. So again, these are I have it under all, so it'll show me all of them. So he has a couple of them, a couple different images. He's got this thing. He's got this thing. These are all different images for his player. This is what it starts with. Here's another one. He's using his shield. And this is the other one. So he normally comes with that one. Which isn't even here. It's funny. So of all the Vanguard ones I have, so here's another Vanguard. That's cool. He is a dog race. I have my mind blanking on the name of the dog race. One of my players is a Jabubnin Vanguard. So this is the art I have for him. They are frog-like creatures with one single leg. Another cool looking Vanguard. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to get distracted. I was wrong. All right, so here it is. This is the art for him. Okay. All right, so we're going to throw this in here. Bloop. Use this. All right, go for his name. He is Vanguard. Valoro. All right, going down the list. Species, Lashunta. Go to race. He is a Karasha, Lashunta. +2 charisma, +2 strength, -2 to wisdom. Theme, he is a gladiator. What? I don't have a gladiator? Packed Worlds. Okay. Stop it. I have Pack Worlds open, don't I? Interesting. So we go to modules. We go here to activation. Down here we search. Packed Worlds. This one is loaded. Maybe I have to load the player's version too. I don't know. Close. Close. Open up themes. Gladiator. Okay. I guess I have to have the player's version open in order to have access to the theme. All right. Boom. There it is. Class. The guard of the van. There we go. Now I go here to abilities. Open up theme knowledge. And what I do is I just open them all. Boom. Dimorphic we already know about. Lashunta magic. We had to re-add his crap to the magic stuff. Student again. So this time I'm just going to leave this open so I don't forget that he adds to. I don't think I would forget this time since I was so confused last time. But you never know. Now we add ability scores. 13 to his strength. 14 to his dex. 16 to his con. That is what a vanguard uses. Their main attribute is constitution. Intelligence of 10, wisdom of 8, charisma of 12. So he put all his points in constitution, strength, and dex. Makes sense. All right, now we go to skills. So with the theme knowledge, he gets, because he's a gladiator, Intimidate is a class skill for you. Intimidate is already a class skill. You instead get a +1 bonus to intimidate checks. So intimidate, we open this up. And he gets, I'm just going to say this MO. Because this is his theme. So we can close the theme knowledge. We'll worry about the Lashunta magic in a minute. Going down his skills, he has 6 skills to pick from. Acrobatics, athletics, that's the one he chose the +2 in. So for his race, he gets 2. Culture and intimidate. Life science. Perception. One, two, three, four, 5. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. All right, so what is wrong here? Oh, he must have armor that reduces his stuff. Bet you that's what it is. So he picked acrobatics and dex, acrobatics and athletics for his study, his student ability, and then his armor, Lashunta Ringwear, I can almost guarantee slows him down a little bit. All right, so let's look at it. Next. We've got your skill ranks and feats. Feats. Let's see. Feat bodyguard. Improved combat maneuver sunder. And toughness. All right, if you're wondering where all these feats came from, as a vanguard, you get bodyguard and improved combat maneuver of whatever specialty subspecialty you picked. So his first aspect and his first vanguard aspect. Let's see. Ooh, bodyguard. Okay. Rugged is his. Oh, rugged is a racial trait, so that gives him. He has a alternative racial trait. Okay. Doesn't say what his vanguard aspect is. Maybe I'm missing it, but he has an entropic strike, Lashunta magic, limited telepathy. All right, well, we'll come back to that in a minute. All right, so let's see. Got the skills down. We've got feats, languages. He knows 1, 2, 3. Acatonian. Castrovillian. So you want to make sure you don't do what I did and hit enter. You just move on to the next one. If you enter, it adds another line. And Shobad. It's probably his trainer for Vanguard. Was a Shobad. All right, and then now we've got his languages down. Other abilities: Entropic Pool, Rugged, Vanguard Aspects, Cascade. There it is. Cascade. He's late. Atomic Hero Squad. He was doing some Mario and Luigi, a brothership, today. I did a drive-by this morning. Said hello, threw him some a little biddies. I've happened to catch the last 10 streams he's been on. he's had for a few minutes at least. And on the days I work, it's pretty much it's on from the time he starts to the time he ends. Lots of fun. Definitely check him out. All right, so we're building characters. This dude's a male. His alignment is lawful neutral. All right, so we're going to go back to abilities and throw in that. Where did we just see that? Cascade. So Vanguard aspect. Scroll down. Aspect cascade. So you take it from here and you drag it right to the Vanguard aspect. Let me see. Nope. All right, so some of them will indent underneath. To indicate that that's what they're for. Okay, so that's that. Click. All right, so now we need to do his gear. Mark 1 serum of healing. Dropping it down. Next, semi-auto pistol. No, basic tactical. Hold on a second. I skipped it. Lashunta ring wear. Okay. So we go here to campaign items. Lashunta ringwear 1. Bloop. Next is basic tactical shield. Shield rifle. Tactical shield. Basic. There we go. From the character operations manual. Sweet watch streaks, that's right. And then he has a tactical semi-automatic pistol. So this is one of the few things that actual shoots bullets. It's not energy ray or anything like that. Sonic. Pew pew, absolutely. Semi-auto pistol tactical. So because he shoots bullets, he has to carry them around. Unlike everything else that uses batteries, they just slap in a new battery. He has 24 rounds, so those are small arms. And it's not referring to him, it's referring to the weapon. Rounds, small arm, boom. And he has 24 of them. Everyday clothing, which is up here. Again, I'm just clicking to minimize and it puts it right back where it was. Flashlight, which is a new one. Hygiene kit. You want to stink pretty. Have shiny teeth. Personal comm unit. Talk to everybody. Say hi to your mom. And then one credit stick. Credit stick with 1 credit. We can close the items now. All right, so that's all the equipment. So now all we need to do is add his entropic strike. So you'll notice he does not have a melee weapon, and that's because he uses his entropic strike. All right, so we'll go to abilities, entropic strike. First level deals 1d3 plus your con modifier. Okay. You do not add your strength. So we go to actions. We go here to add weapon. In Tropic Strike, we open it up here. And it has, so the stat is con, damage. If you right click on your 6-sider and go to custom dice, there's a D0, a D2, and a D3. You drop the D3 right here, and it will then roll 1d3. The bonus is times con. And there it is, 1d3. So it's doing 1d3 plus 3. And the damage is either bludgeoning or acid, bludgeoning, or both. So we will just do B, comma, acid. There you go. So it's bludgeoning, comma, acid. 1d3 plus 3 equals a total of 5 in this case. And then we go over here to spells. We add spell class. Make it spell-like ability. Lashunta Magic. He has one level 1 per day. His stat is going to be his con, because that's his highest, his class stat. We go back to spells underneath character, spells, and we just drop in the ones that he gets from his Lashunta Magic. Thoughts, detect thoughts, boom. Psychokinetic hand and daze. Click and drag it. Make sure you click it on the level that they're going to. And then when you come out of standard and you go to preparation, yes, it's prepared. Combat. So now he's got the detect thoughts once a day, and these other ones at will. So he should be done now. So simple as that. Boom, bing, bang, boom. Ammo is an often underappreciated necessity. Correct. You don't really care until you need it. And then you start caring quite a bit more. I agree. Alright, so his Entropic Strike is done. Main. Alright, so he is ready to go. Close this. Close this. He's got his gears, got his notes, actions. Yep, he is ready to rock and roll. Alright, so last one we have is our Witch Whorper. Which Whorper? This Whorper. Boom. Similar to in feel to, say, Scarlet Witch. Alright, so to start a new character, you go under player, you go under character, you click the plus button. Let me see something out of curiosity. Yeah, it still won't let me right click. Interesting, it's very different. Alright, so plus, add item. We're going to go open our ass Ets to put in his picture. Underneath library, assets. Type in Witch Warper. Actually, I just put witch, so it might take a little while. This is him. I'm just going to go ahead and put witch war. What? Oh, it helps if you spell it right. Computers being all picky, making sure you do everything correctly. Alright, see, there's another cool picture of him. Changing the light around him. There it is. I think that's his picture. Close enough to his main picture. So we drop this over here. And there's his portrait. Alright, so there's his picture. And now we put in his name. He is Zemir. Alright, so once again, we've got our cheat sheet here. I'm going to race through this. I've only got like 15 minutes. I should actually be stopping, but I'm going to knock this out first. So first is race. He is a human. Human. Alright, I don't know which one they used for his stats. So we're just going to say base a +2 to any. Theme is a sensate. So underneath theme, we go down here to sensate. I'm going to open it up real quick. You revel in new sensation and experiences. You greet each new adventure with zeal and reverence, drinking in the world around you with boundless enthusiasm. Interesting. Okay, so it gives him a +1 to his con. Bloop. Sensate. Okay. And then his class is Witch Warper. And they are based, their key ability score is Charisma. I thought they were. I just didn't want to say it without double checking. But yep, they are a Charisma based spellcaster. Similar to the Warlock in Dungeons and Dragons. Alright. In only that regard that they use Charisma as their, instead of intelligence or anything else. Alright, Witch Warper, boom. Added a class. Now we do ability scores. Alright, so 10. Dex is 13. Con is 12. Intelligence is 10. Wisdom is 10. Charisma 18. Boom. Alright, so he should have a total of 10s all the way down, plus the 10 you start with, plus the 4 for his race, 14, plus the 1 from his theme, so it's 15. 10, 15, yep. So he gave himself a +2 to 2, and then use the other 10. Very nice, very nice. And then he'll get an extra feat. So he used go to abilities, feats. He has toughness and improved initiative. Improved initiative is amazing, gives you a +4 to your initiative. So his went from 1 to 5. That means he'll go higher each round in the initiative order if not first. Tonight we're doing a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons with Drake. So go to Drake Takes channel and check him out. We'll be starting that here in about an hour. Well, 45 minutes. All right, so let's see. We've done our class, finalize ability scores, apply your class. So he has spells. We'll go to spells here, boink. And the spells he picked are Puncture Veil, and Tiny Needles deal damage plus 3 additional bleed for 3 rounds. Very nice. Yeah, it opens up a portal to another world that has all this barrage of needles, and it zaps the crap out of your enemy. All right, where is Shifting Surge? Surge. Bloop. Wrong one. You gotta drop it right here on level 1. A creature or weapon can deal a different type of energy damage as well as extra damage. So, at extra damage, they can deal a different type of energy damage. What he's trying to say. And then I have Charming Veneer. It's a veneer and it's charming. Give a creature a bonus to charisma-based checks and speed at gathering information. Okay, so it's faster to gather information. Nice. And then Detect Magic. Hazard. Hazard deals ice cold, electricity, fire, or sonic in a 5-foot burst, which is nice. And then Psychokinetic Hand. It's a hand and it's psychokinetic. Move it with your mind. All right, it's not actually a hand, it just allows you to move things. Unlike the D&D Mage Hand, which is actually a hand, Psychokinetic Hand just lets you push things. All right, so he is not spell-like abilities, he is a spontaneous caster. I'm looking to see his spell-like abilities. There we go. Okay, boom. All right, so now we do a gear. Apply your class, apply skill ranks, and choose feats. So I do skills. Here we go. Let's do his skills. So he has 5 as a witch whorper, bluff, culture, diplomacy, mysticism, perception, and that's his 5. Okay, very good. Does improved initiative give you a bonus to your perception? No. Alright, so he has a +3 to his... Oh, I bet you his theme knowledge does. Perception is a class skill for you. There it is. Alright. So it's not as class skill for him, so he adds that, and that gives him a +4. Okay, perfect. All right, so even though I forgot to check and look at his theme, they did not, so it's good to go. Okay, he knows Common, Hina, and Vesk. Keep it close to the Vesk. Alright, and then now it's gear, combat gear. Okay. Spell gem. Going into campaign and items. So a spell gem is basically a scroll that you can use over and over. So he has a spell gem 1 because it has a first level spell in it. Of comprehend languages. And he has 2 serums of healing. So I just drag it on there and then I change it to 2. He has second skin. Like I said, it's just an amazing armor at first level. He has tactical dueling sword. He has everyday clothing.
Give it a second. I want choice.
Personal comm unit. Hygiene kit. And that's it. 32 credits left. And he's done. Check his notes. Nope, he is a chaotic neutral male. All right. Well, hey, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Come back to Drake Takes Table. Check us out. Playing a little bit of Big Double D's. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and whatever else you do. Enjoy the rest of your day.